Good afternoon, folks. This is Granny with Granny and Grumpy's Homestead. Today, I'm going to launch a new channel. We'll start from this channel. Sorry about my dogs. But no, stop. Stop. Hopefully they'll stop. It's one particular one and she's got a real problem. So, anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how, my kitchen isn't quite finished yet. It's getting there, very much closer. We've got all along this wall, we have the base cabinets in. Then, of course, we've had the island. And then on that wall, we have the pantry. Stop. Stop. I will put you in your cage if you can't be quiet. Anyway. So what I'm going to do is show you that just because you have adversity in your life with this or that wrong or whatever, doesn't mean that you can't cook a home meal. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to be using my Instapot. And I use my Instapot quite frequently. And so what we're going to pour in first is we're going to put in all the baby spinach that's left from the week. All of this is still in good shape. I had bought real fresh when I bought it, and so it's lasted all week, which is an amazing feat because usually it never lasts that long. Okay, we're going to have that. And that'll give us something to put our pieces that, we got to throw away. All right, now next we're going to do a potato. We're going to do lentil stew or lentil soup, whichever one you want to classify it as. Okay. Hopefully you can see a little bit of what I'm doing. It's a little hard sometimes to man the camera and do everything by yourself. So. I love to cook. I'm real happy to do this new channel. Tyler, my grandson, is the one who was after me about doing it. He said, Granny, you really need to do a channel on cooking. So I decided he was right. So we'll just start it. We'll spin it off from Granny and Grumpy's Homestead. Now, all of you know that I've had a terrible 5 years with rheumatoid arthritis pain. Since I started using moringa and cat's claw, the pain has gone away, but I still have the rheumatoid arthritis. Now, as long as I don't eat anything I shouldn't eat, I do fine. But I can't have nightshades. Now, I realize that potatoes are nightshades, but however, I seem to be able to tolerate the potatoes. Now, I don't really understand why, because I would love to have tomatoes, but if I eat a tomato, it is bad news. So, I get the pain all back again. So, we just have to, eat the way we have to eat. And so that's what this channel is about, is learning how to take care of our bodies. And one of those things is taking care by eating things that are the right things to eat. The Bible gives us the way that we're supposed to eat in the original. And so we're going to explore that a little bit as we do this channel. We're going to explore and see what is it that the Bible actually does say. And we won't start with it today, but what we will do is I will tell you, go to your Bible and start in Genesis 1 and go forward. It's not long till you find out what our original diet was. And I think you're going to find out that if you use your concordance, that you will find out it's not quite the way you thought, maybe. Let's see. Let's get this. onion's hot. Oh, well. Next we're going to put in a half of a sleeve of celery. I love celery. I love to season with it. It is so good. So good. Okay. Yeah, I have one of the puppies that I had a while back, a Chipu. My oldest daughter, I had given it to her as a gift, and she wanted it. And but her life has become more complicated, and because of that, she hasn't had a lot of time for the pup. So she has given me the puppy back, and we're going to sell it, and she will and she'll have, you know, the money from it instead. So let's see here. You know, I really think that these look pretty good, skins on them. So let's just cut them up like they are instead of skinning them. Anything that you can leave skins on with vegetables is to your advantage, except for onions, of course. Because there is, even in the root vegetables, there is lots of nutrition in these skins. So, you're better off to eat it with it if it looks good. If it doesn't look bad, you know, sometimes you get carrots and they look really terrible. But I bought these at Whole Foods in Raleigh. And so they do a whole lot better with their veggies. Now, let's just do one of these at a time now. It's getting much larger. We still have a lot of our stuff that is in storage, and a lot of my kitchen stuff is in storage. I actually have a little hand crank machine that you can use to do this with. Makes it a whole lot easier, but it's in storage, so we will just be patient and wait till the day that everything arrives. There isn't any reason or excuse that a person can't make a homemade meal. Takeout, I know, is an easy thing, but truthfully, it is not that healthy for you. Most takeout places put things in their food that you would be appalled at. So, now, okay, so we've got potatoes, carrots, celery, and spinach. So now what we're going to put in is we're going to put cilantro. Now, a lot of people dislike the flavor of cilantro. But, excuse me, but what I am going to tell you is cilantro tastes a whole lot different when you cook it. It does not taste at all like it does whenever you have it raw. So, try it that way and see if you like it a little bit better. I use it in my cooking a lot because it is a heavy metal eater. So if you have heavy metal problems in your body, then that's the thing you need to be eating. Now, this is chopped organic chopped kale. And we're going to put that in here as well. Whoops. Now this soup is a bean soup. This is lentil soup. So This is what Bob and I like legumes a lot, and legumes is nothing but dried beans. So, and we like all kinds. I have tons of jars full, not tons, but a lot of jars, big jars, full of beans in our pantry over here. Now, so here is our lentils. Now, this is approximately about 3 cups worth. Go. Okay, now let's get out. We'll have some parsley. Actually, let's pull this off. Need a lot of garlic powder. We put onions in there, but we didn't put garlic. So I like to use garlic powder a lot. Smoked paprika. I'm crazy about smoked paprika. Oh, it makes your food taste so much better. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of cayenne pepper in. Tomorrow when we go to church, we usually have potluck, but we won't have potluck tomorrow. So I wanted to have something that we could eat in a jiffy for breakfast as well as for lunch tomorrow. It's ground cumin. And I think that's everything I was going to put in here. Pretty sure. Okay. Now we're going to put avocado oil. Avocado oil is a high heat oil, so you can cook with it. It won't cause any kind of problems or issues. And okay, I think we've got everything. Hold on just a second. Now, we're going to get our measuring cup. So we've had approximately 3 cups of beans, possibly 4. So let's just say 4 for the sake of whatever. We are going to put in 8 cups, which is this whole thing, full of water. So remember, we're having soup. That's 4 cups worth. Yep. Okay. Now let's get our salt. Another 4 cups worth. Let's go 5. If we're going to have soup, we need to have soup, right? Okay, so hold on just a second. I'll turn it so you can see me go put this in there. There we go with that. Now let's get our lid. It's over here. Okay, our lid is over here, and so we're going to put the lid on it. And then we're going to, I always put it on multigrain but instead I'm going to put it on soup this time. It says 2 minutes. We need a lot more than that. We're going to put it on 30 minutes. And then we'll check it and see if it's finished, but it probably will be. Sometimes it's not, but most of the time it is. It doesn't take a lot with an Instapot. It's nothing but a pressure canner, or not canner, but pressure cooker. And so things do really, really fast in a pressure cooker. Now, what I was talking about a while ago, whenever you have adversity, you know, my kitchen is not finished, but that doesn't mean I can't have a home-cooked meal. And so what I do is, I will do what I can do. I've got a stand. I can put my Instapot on it. And then whenever I want to cook something else, I have a one-eye burner over here that I use. So adversity just means finding a solving your problem. You know, finding a solution. And so anyway, whenever this gets finished, we'll come back. See you in just a little bit. So our soup got done, but I wasn't able to take the rest of the video because Sabbath came. So I'm going to show you what my soup turned out to look like. We ate it all day today, and it was absolutely amazingly delicious. So hold on just a second. So here is my Instapot, and so we shall take the lid off. Put our lid down. So this is what it looks like inside there. So I'm going to dish all of this up into pint jars and put in my freezer. And therefore I will have soup just like it's canned, like Campbell's and all that, except for it's not concentrated. And I can put it in pint jars, put it down in the freezer, and when I want some soup, I can get it out and lay it out overnight, and the next day have it. So there's our soup, folks. I hope you enjoyed being with me making this soup. And it's nighttime here now on Saturday evening. Sabbath is over. And so you'll have a blessed new week as it starts up. And thank you so much for being with me. We'll see you later. Bye.